What I need from you is understanding. How can we communicate when you don't hear what I say? Look, y'all don't get me started. So this is what happened when you do your notes for Real Housewives and then they hurry up and cut to the escape stuff. And you like, oh shit, lay back, kick it, and enjoy the ride. Look. We was here when Atlanta was popping, okay? Just like they was here when we was here with the 99 and the 2000. Cause you're working with some mad shit. Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all, it's back. Okay, season 10. Nene Leakes is back. Okay, and I am here for it, and there is no Phaedra this season. We talking about the bitch, but she ain't on the show. And I'm glad she not on the show. I don't have time for that type of evil masqueraded as church woman wisdom. So Kandi is living her best life, y'all. A lot of the ladies are living their best life, and Kandi is one of them. Y'all know she's a brand new mommy. She was an old mommy, but she a new mommy now. Okay, and she has the OLG restaurant that she spends a lot of her time at because it boosts sales when Kandi is there. And please, trust and believe, Kandi, I'm coming to Atlanta. I don't know when, but me and my husband is coming to OLG and going to K. Michelle puffing pedals and shit. So y'all get ready for us because I'm coming. Cynthia's living her best life, okay? She's having another 50th birthday party. Now, I feel like it's been damn near a year since we seen Cynthia on Real Housewives of Atlanta with the reunion when they gave her the 50th birthday cake. I don't know how many 50th birthday parties you can have, Cynthia, but I am not mad at you, girl, okay? Cynthia is also living her best life in her beautiful lake house, Lake Bailey, okay? Nene comes over to see, yes, everything is wonderful, everything is beautiful. Champagne, okay? We got grapes, snacks and shit. Also, we can sit down and talk about why Cynthia's BFF Kenya is now married and nobody knew but the blogs. I cannot tell you how happy I am that Kenya has a man, okay? Lord knows Kenya is one of those people that wants to be in a relationship so bad that her bitterness because of it seeps through in her life, okay? And I've heard that ever since she and this man have been together, she has been a happier camper, okay? And I'm happy for that, all right? But I do want to know why all the secrecy? You're on a reality show. I have said this so many times that it's so funny how if the shoe was on the other foot, if there were a girl who was on this show, a woman who was on this show that did not want to divulge the name of her husband, you would be all in that ass with wondering why. Don't act like Nene is the only nosy bitch in the clique. Who is he? Okay? You've been renting niggas this whole time, and now you come on here with a man that you're supposedly married to, but we can't get a name, date, nothing without going through the blogs first. You're supposed to be real friends with Cynthia, Kenya. You're wrong for that. Nene just doesn't understand why Cynthia is so when that's your friend, and you two had to find out via the blogs what's going on, okay? What's really happening? Kenya is just smiling and laughing. Yes! But we still can't get a name, okay? And Nene just had to let it go and say, you know what, let go, let God, girl. But I am going to need to see that marriage certificate at some point. All right, girl, I love you. Happy for you, bitch, okay? Since Porsha obviously is not doing enough talking on the Dish Network show that she's on, she's decided to start her own vlog show or podcast, what have you. It's her sister Lauren and her friend Tiffany, I think she said her name was, and they just basically do an MFing advice, okay? For all y'all that know about my MFing advice, okay? My motherfucking advice. Okay, that's what she's doing. We gotta have a ditzy moment. We gotta have a moment when you don't know that old ass men can have children as long as they old ass penises can become erect and ejaculate. Okay? Hate to be so scientific with the language, but it is what it is. Now, as a young woman that obviously loves to date men with money, I would think you would be versed in old nigga ways. Either way, okay, at some point we get on Friends and working with friends. And she's like, oh no, see, you can't work with your friends because you can't trust your friends. Okay, we're obviously speaking from a Phaedra place. She lets us know that Phaedra just reached out to her for her birthday and she told her thank you for thinking of her, blah, blah, blah. Lauren wants to know, why are you continuing to talk to her? Okay, because she backstabbed you like a fucking Scream movie, bitch. And you really let her in your life. You let her in your emotions. You let her in, like, for real. So for her to do you in that way was not going to come to your rescue. Was going to let them ladies drag you, okay, through the reality TV carpet. Okay, it was going to drag you for filth and let everybody think it was you that was making up lies about Kandi. She was going to let that happen. And you mean to tell me that you still talking to her? Look, Porsha is obviously still in her feelings and really loved Phaedra. So this is like a bad boyfriend situation where you know you have to let go, but sometimes you miss freaking frick. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, Porsha, but I agree with Nene. You were to blame as well. Okay, so until you get right with yourself about taking part and fucking over Kandi, I don't know how I'm going to feel about you, honey, but you're gorgeous as always. Okay, she did say that with her and Kandi, she knows that time needs to take place in order to heal those wounds. But at some point, you're going to have to apologize again, bitch. So Nene has what she calls a swag shop. I don't know if y'all have seen her videos on Instagram, but she'll be singing and dancing with the clothes behind her, trying on stuff, doing her thing. So this is a swag shop that we've seen in those videos. She invites messy ass but beautifully put together Sheree over, and of course Sheree is all smiles and hugs and love, but hating the whole time. Lord Jesus, with that platinum confessional wig, oh my God, I don't know why you did that, girl. Okay, also with the shin young that was on the top giving me geisha tease, I don't know what that was about. Sheree, I know you like to be ahead of the pack, but girl, them confessional looks is fucking scary. Okay, scary. All right. Either way, she's talking about how Nene's shop isn't as upscale as hers, and I'm like, bitch, it did not last. Therefore, it does not matter. Nene's shop looks very nice. Okay, so why the hateration? I don't know. They begin to talk about Bae. Okay, in case you didn't know who Bae was, that's what we're calling Kenya's husband. Okay, we talk about the weirdness of that shit. And then we move on to the problem that Porsha and Nene are having. Now, let Nene tell it. This beef has been going on for the past 2 years, ever since Nene told Porsha on the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion stage that she cannot continue to put her hands on people and think that it will not affect her brand. I remember this conversation. I did feel like Nene was coming from a sincere place when she was talking to Porsha, because it's very easy for her to get into read mode when she's talking to people, but I don't think that's where she was coming from. Porsha is upset because it was not done behind closed doors. At least that's what she told Sheree when Sheree took that bone over to her after she got it from Nene. Okay, they went to the wig shop to find something to wear for Cynthia's 150th birthday party. Okay, and Porsha says that this has been going on since then, but just 3 weeks ago, okay, maybe a month ago, she got on Watch What Happens Live and said that freaking frack were frauds, and that if she was going to get rid of anybody, it would be those two because they're declassing the show. And I'm like, well, y'all did declass the show with the antics. Like, y'all did some illegal shit. Y'all did some libel shit. Porsha is feeling some type of way because she feels like Nene is going back telling a different story. Nene, you do say mean shit. You did insinuate that she should be fired. I don't know why you didn't think that's what you were saying, but whatever, okay? They're going to see how this plays out when it gets to Cynthia's birthday party, okay? So Cynthia is there getting her makeup done with Noelle, her beautiful daughter. Leon's daughter. Y'all know I love me some Leon. Hey, Leon. Okay. And she's like, is Peter coming? Apparently, ever since the divorce, Cynthia and Peter have been speaking to one another often. Okay, they're in a good place. So she calls him and tells him, hey, I sent you the invite to the party. Are you coming? And he's like, no, I can't come. I have too much going on. Really, it sounds like I am not coming to your birthday party because I do not want to be up in your face and feeling old feelings and seeing you look gorgeous and all of that type of stuff. Nobody feels like going through that. We all know Peter did not want the divorce. And even though Cynthia wants them to be friends, That does not mean that that's what's healthy for either one of them. But Noelle felt like that conversation lasted a little bit too long, and Cynthia started to get into her feelings, but Noelle was like, look, this is your party. Do not go there. You have no reason to be sad, no reason to be depressed. It's time to party, mama, so get over it, okay? So everyone gets to the party in their different Cynthia costumes. It's fabulous, okay? And then Kandi wants to check Kenya about this whole elopation. Okay, if you eloped, why did I see people in pictures, okay, from the wedding? It looks like you just didn't invite us. Okay, that's how she felt. And of course, Kenya's girl never really answering any questions. Okay, the last time we saw Kenya at Cynthia's house, we didn't even know the man's name. But since then, Kenya has posted on social media that she is Mrs. Daly. Okay, his name is Michael Daly. And everybody just does not understand why when we ask you in person, you can't tell us, but you can post the shit to social media. I just feel like everybody should consider Kenya a fake friend at this point. Because if you're not really sharing anything and I'm really sharing with you, we're not really friends, bitch. It's all fake. Porsha gets there and she's hugging everybody, and Kandi is like, why did I just let this bitch hug me? Why did that happen? Okay, just natural, everybody saying hello. Okay, she did not, however, hug Nene because that beef is real. Okay, and everybody feels how uncomfortable it is and they want to talk about it, but you know what, we have to work the runway in our Cynthia costumes. Of course, Kandi won with the Coke cans in her hair. Awesome outfit. We all knew she won because we saw this party on social media. Anyway, so once everybody disperses and we're talking, Kandi is left at the table with Porsha and Cynthia and decides that I cannot fucking fake it with her. She goes over to Kenya and Nene and just tells them, I can't do this with her. I'm not fucking with her right now, and that's just what it is. And Sheree sees this and saw the beef between Porsha and Nene, so she decides to take Porsha over to the table that they're at so we can start talking about this. Now, Porsha and Nene both kind of did not want to talk about this mess at Cynthia's party, but Cynthia insists that Nene go talk to her, and Sheree insists that Porsha talk to Nene. So they come to the table and they try to have a conversation. But Nene says that she never said fired. She never said that word. Porsha insists that she did and she could roll the tapes. You did say that. You may not have said the word fired, but you insinuated that she should be fired. Admit that and move on. Gonna talk about I don't have a reason to lie. But you did. And Porsha, you should not have taken that so deeply to heart when she told you in front of everybody. Y'all are on a reality TV show. Why would she tell you something like that behind the scenes when you're already fighting people on camera? And we can obviously see that if you're not going to kiss Nene's ass, she has no room for you. We do understand all of that. Nene was not wrong when she told you what she told you. It's just the way you wanted to take it. Kenya was in a car talking to her daddy about why he was not invited to the wedding, why he didn't know about it. He felt some type of way about that. This is something she's been waiting for her whole life, and I wasn't even there. She didn't want to hear anybody telling her she was moving too fast. She didn't want to hear anybody telling her that this man may not be the right man. So she just went ahead and did what she wanted to do. Now she's grown and she's entitled to get married however she sees fit, okay? So I'm not mad about that. But I did feel hurt for her daddy. In his voice, I could hear that he was hurt that he really wanted to be there for her in that way. He wanted to walk her down the aisle. And she's just like, you know, daddy boy, you know, when I talked to you before, you just weren't very open to it. It's like, Kenya, people aren't going to always say what you want them to say. It's just weird, like Nene said. But anyway, you guys, that was basically everything that happened on Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 1, season 10. So share, like, comment, subscribe. Down in the description box, my Patreon account, my email for MF and advice, and my Instagram. So get at your girl. Peace out.